Let's get to it, people. Share the show. Share the show. Hit that thumbs up button. Right? And let's get it going. Man, the heck with all of that. The heck with all of that. This mother. Shout out to all of my people, my day ones and my stay ones, definitely in the building, rocking with them. 1,000 apologies, people. I know the show is late, but we got a lot accomplished. I think we're gonna have a special guest tomorrow. Pretty sure we are. We're going to walk you through the LA life, right? I'm going to introduce you to somebody who's special, who works throughout the communities to help people who are in bad situations find out how to get housing and things like that when they're homeless, right? Shout out to my girl, Sweet. And where you been? Where you been? Over here supporting the show on the quiet tip, right? Listen, you guys remember MC Light had what was the name of MC? I'm gonna see who's all that type on here. Who knows what MC Light's best album, the name of her best album? I'm not even going. You people, I don't even know what's wrong with you people. Who knows the name of MC Light's best album? Jay Watts definitely in the building rocking with us. But listen, on the smooth tip. On the smooth tip. But listen, we're going to go ahead and delve into the show. The more, you know what? We're going to do it like this. The UK definitely in this situation. Light as a rock? Okay, you're right. It's light as a rock. It's light as a rock. Eyes on this was, well, look at my people down here setting it off up in this situation. But listen, we're going to go ahead and delve on off into the show. We're going to, listen, I'm going to tell you guys something. I try. You guys know that I do. You guys know that I do. I try to give grace and things of that nature.
I know where. I see where this is going. Let's.
I try to not just make it seem like I'm biased and dogging somebody out. But listen, Anton Daniels' whole life is a lie. He's just a liar. He's just a liar. I have to say it. We've done, go back to the shows that we've watched, that we've done. When you put this, excuse me, God. It's not the individual who gets attacked. It's their motion. It's how they move, right? Humans are rarely attacked. Their behavior is what usually gets attacked, right? And so it's nothing personal against Anton Daniels, but he's a liar. He's definitely a liar. He lives a fake life. I don't even know if Anton knows who he really is. Like I said, we showed the one show where it said Anton Daniels' whole life is a lie. That's the show that we did. And he does. He'll tell a lie in a heartbeat. He'll tell a lie in a heartbeat. I want to show you guys something.
I've invested millions and millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
I want you guys to hear what this guy is about to say. I want you to hear what this guy is about to say. What the hell is going on? There we go. Let's get to it. Let's get rid of this. Love Lace definitely in the building, setting us off with our first super chat. My brother. My brother said, just because this is the hottest show online is the hottest show on. Salute, my brother, salute. Listen, I want you guys to understand this. There's no hate in me. You guys know that. You guys know I don't have a player hater bone in my body. I'm commending anybody who gets out there and gets to that bag. But the only issue that I have is how far you're willing to go to get it. That integrity, you can't go to a store and purchase integrity. When you start losing integrity, you really have to put in work to cause the community and the public to regain trust in you. Like Anton's legitimately a liar. He'll lie for any occasions that creates some type of leverage for him, that makes him look better. Now I want you guys to check this out. I want you guys to listen to this.
I've invested millions and millions of dollars. Millions of dollars into the well-being of my child.
Who the hell believes that? Tyrese said they've never spent $20,000 on his daughter at once. Anton Daniels' money probably just got right in the last 3 years. If you go to O.J. Duke Jackson, I'm not a pocket counter anything like that either. But once you present information, we're going to make you substantiate that information. We're going to take it through the rack of scrutiny. I saw a clip where O'Shea Duke Jackson, he showed a clip where Anton was showing the money that he made during the college, 196,000, this much thousand. That stuff is all within the last three years or so. That stuff is all within the last 3-4 years. 2 years, right? Anton has probably been on his feet for probably about 3 years, because we know the other ones more than 3 years ago, allegedly Ford was looking for him, creditors, right? Now this was I think that was 4 years ago, I think, that the creditors were. Now my point is this. No, you haven't spent millions of dollars on your daughter, man. You don't even have to go that far. All you have to do is be a decent parent. You don't have to be trying to tell us that you spent millions of dollars on your daughter. I got to see who else believes that this guy. I got to play this again.
I've invested millions and millions of dollars. Millions of dollars into the well-being of my child.
It's just official for me now. Anton is a charlatan. I don't trust him. He will tell a lie. He will lie anytime he believes it will suit him. He's a liar. His identity is a liar. He had his wife up on the podcast talking about. I wish I had that clip. See, I wasn't even. I don't know if Anton's ever taken anyone's life. I know he's capable of it. There's a side to him that I saw. Why would you? Who's holding the camera while she's saying this dumb ish? And why would you listen? Forget who's holding the camera, even though we know it was you. Why the hell would you post something like that? Why would you even script something like that? To make Anton look tougher than what he is or something? Now listen, those of you who are super and hyper fans of Anton Daniels, listen, I get it. You'll side with him regardless. But at some point in time, yep, well, no you don't. You guys don't. But because I understand what a cult-like following is. It is incumbent upon anybody who's trying to do better in life to be able to see things, identify them, and call them out. Tyrese said, he said, yeah, she's trying to take me to court to get like $20,000 more. We ain't never spent $20,000 on my daughter. This is a movie star and a singer. He's been had these millions. This is insane. Listen, Anton is one of those liars that, listen, so I remember this. I remember we would catch my mom, me and my brother, we did it a couple of times. She'd have money hanging out of her pocket and things like that. If she had like $500-$600 hanging out of her pocket, we would take 10. Hopefully we could find a 10 or a 5 that she won't notice. Anton tells the type of lies that, these are lies. He tells the lies. He doesn't, let me see if I can get away with this. No, he jumps all in to where the world knows it's a lie. You have not spent millions and millions of, listen to how he says it. Millions and millions of dollars. So what is it, Anton? Is it 10 million?
Millions of dollars and millions of dollars. I've invested millions and millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
What the hell can you do to spend millions of dollars on a child who is not 18 outside of buying? That child needs to have at least 10 Bentleys and a Ferrari and diamonds. That child, it doesn't cost millions to get in Harvard. How can you spend millions and millions of dollars on an 18-year-old in Detroit? They said Anton had an apartment. That's probably different circumstances now. I don't know. At this point, Anton is just a compulsive liar who will say anything that he needs to say to get any type of point across. Listen, if you're going to tell a lie, let it be for something big.
Into the well-being of my child.
What in the world is considered the well-being of your child? You could buy livers and lungs and it won't cost $1 million. You could buy eyes. $40,000. How have, see, this is why I told you guys, man, at Anton Daniels,
I'm your huckleberry.
I go on with you. See, I won't let him tell all those lies to me. We'll bring up each and every one of those lies. I don't know if he's a millionaire, but he does do real estate. Almost everybody does real estate. Just 4 years ago, I believe it was, they said that the collectors were looking for. We did that on the show. Those of you, go check the show out. Anton Daniels' entire life is a fraud. We have it on our thing. We have the receipts, man. Shout out to Mike TV, too. Shout out to Mike TV. Listen, let me check out some of my people. Right. His daughter's alleged crash out has nothing to do with Corey. I don't even believe that girl. That girl's probably playing PlayStation right now. Right? He's a liar. You can't believe anything that Anton Daniels says. He's a liar. A public liar. We all have family members or someone we grew up, and it's known he's a liar, right? But man, you can't be doing that in a public spotlight, man. Jeez. Shout out to Jody. And that is the thing. He feels like he does the things to pit himself in a light that makes him look better than other people. But you're not. You're not better than people who aren't liars. And they can be broke and have less money than you. You are a habitual liar. Now, you guys see that I hadn't even cut in on Anton like this. All of the other shows, I was trying to give him benefit of doubt and grace. But come on, man. When the puzzle pieces start adding up, man, you're a liar. I knew he was a fraud when I noticed that this Christianity Republican conservative guy never wears a wedding ring. Wow. Nuts. Crazy. AD is doing a very poor job of attempting damage control. I agree. He's going to mess around. If he did, which I did research, he kind of does have a case that could be settled out of court. But if he does have a case, he probably needs to be quiet because he's undoing the case. He's undoing the case. And listen, I'm going to say this to Corey Holcomb. Brother, listen, if this thing does go to some type of civil suit where you have to defend yourself, from the research that I've done, it's not going to be predicated upon Anton Daniels. It's going to be predicated upon the damage that allegedly was done to the daughter, right? And it does say when it's involving children, attorneys will push it over to the children because the judicial system is a lot more empathetic towards children when it comes to proving three pivotal points, right? But listen, Brother Corey, I'm sure you've seen it. In a defense for yourself, just tell him that you learned that from Anton Daniels and go to that clip where he was calling the kids dusty as hell, dirty as hell, and he was calling it. Say I learned it from Anton Daniels. I didn't think it would be a bad idea or tasteless to say something about Anton Daniels' daughter because I saw an episode where he was calling kids dirty as hell and things like that. They say that that's where the juries are empathetic when it comes to kids. Well, show them that you weren't the only one trashing kids, right? Crazy. Lovelace said, what did he buy her, a mansion? And what's it called? A Calabasas mansion. I'm talking about literally paid it off. This man said he spent millions, and I do mean millions of dollars, on his daughter's well-being. What is well-being? I'd like to... I'd like to know what well-being is considered. What the hell is well-being? And how do you attach it to millions of dollars for someone who's not 18 years old yet? You live in Detroit. I bet you Anton Daniels, could he be a multimillionaire? He's just a liar. Jeez, and I'm about sick of it. Look, Jeff said he used to sell hugs. Race Squad definitely in this situation, rocking with us, dropping bombs over here. Anton used to run a restaurant not too long ago. Restaurant ain't millions. I agree. And the restaurant collapsed. But I will say this. I do respect him and his family. If I'm not mistaken, him and his family had that restaurant. But I still respect it. Even I won't even call it a failure because that is a lot of experience. That is a lot of experience. I think the thing stayed up for at least 6 months. So I'm going to always commend that. I'm going to always commend that. To me, that wasn't a failure. That was a lot of experience. It was business experience that could be applied in other sectors of your life. So I'm going to always salute that. But I agree with you. If that failed, and they had funding for that. I've seen the paperwork. They've had fun. They didn't. That wasn't his own money that he started that restaurant with. It wasn't just him. It was a family thing. But they said the restaurant flopped. He didn't have it for long, right? Look, Jeff said again. He used to sell hugs. He's delusional, Stacy. I agree. I don't think he's delusional. He's a liar. That I want to say this to all of my people. We got to be careful telling lies. You do not want to be known for telling lies. I'm telling you right now, you could do it 1 or 2 times and get busted, and people will tag you with that, and that is a bad tag to have on you. I'm telling you.
She's broken. She's broken.
That's harm.
So for me personally, I have to figure out what that looks like. And I'm willing to do anything to protect my child to make sure that they get the best care possible to ensure that hopefully she can recover from this.
Listen, Bashar said he's a con artist. He can't be trusted. I agree 1,000%. And just think, I used to think Anton Daniels was a decent guy. Back when he was part of Lapeef, he probably still is, I don't know. But I actually used to think he was a decent guy. I used to think that he was the caliber of man that I consider myself to be. He used to promote the nuclear home, marriage, integrity. Boy, that money is a mother effer, isn't it? Yeah, she was in the principal's office in shambles. Max definitely in this situation. You already know what it is. Shout out to my people. Turbulence people, you already know. Anton is a goofball, point blank. Real ones see it. And listen, I'm going to touch on what Max just said. This is very important. This is very important that you guys get this. Nay, 1,000%. That's what all of this is about. He's setting the play. He's leaving a paper trail for the lawsuit. But listen, what did Max just say? Anton is goofball, point blank. Real ones see it. Now, this is something that I've spoken on several times throughout the course of the shows we've done on Anton Daniels. When Max said real ones can see, I don't think you guys, some of you don't understand the magnitude of that. Men who have done well with women know men who have done well with women. Men who have done well with women also know men who have not done well with women. Because we will recognize you as one of ours. We will feel your vibe. We will feel, no, okay, dude kind of dope. We will feel you. No Diddy. It will be easy for us to associate with you. We could even look up to you some. We can find things about you that we respect and look up to. I don't get that vibe about Anton Daniels, and I know he's 5 foot, 6. I'm not going to assassinate his character, but Anton, you gonna piss me off. Real ones know real ones. I'm not suggesting that I'm the heightened level of the real one, but I'm definitely solid. My reputation is intact. There's no one who knows me who can sour my name. They might say they don't like me or something like that. Cool. But you can't link me to any levels of integrity. You can't link me to that. You can't link me to ill doing according to someone. You can't say I did this to that person or this, or you can't link me to any type of sewer behavior. I've seen certain things about him. Curious how he been acting. Yeah, because I was rocking with him. I used to rock with him. Listen, shout out to Rafe Squad, definitely in this situation, rocking with us. Getting this thing going ASAP. Rafe Squad said AD is highly leveraged. For example, if I'm holding long position on silver, right. Okay, I got you. I could go for that. But with this guy, you just don't even know. So many lies have been told. And when you can identify someone's life as being fraudulent, you just really don't know. Listen, so when he was associated with Lapeef Network, I honestly, I kind of feel some way about speaking on another man. It's not something that, it's not even something that I promote or advise someone else to do. But we all know that this is a pretty much a lifestyle channel, a men's advocate channel, a success-based channel, right? And when you thrust yourself out there into the limelight, we can utilize you as teachable lessons, right? But I want to say this again. I don't advise anybody to develop habits about talking about. Now, I'm not talking about online. I'm talking about just, or in certain cases, online. I don't advise or suggest any man pick up a habit of talking about, man, pocket watching and things like that. But what I'm telling you guys is about integrity. People who boast to have integrity, but everything about them suggests that it's the other way around. You have to watch that stuff. You have to watch that stuff and make sure that you don't latch on to any of the traits and behaviors and mannerisms associated with low levels of integrity, lying, manipulating. Listen, you don't even have to do that stuff to get successful. The reputation is important. What is said about you when you are not around is important. It simply is. Jimmy said he reminds me of Derek Jackson. He is. I agree. But he utilizes the black community. He utilizes the white community. He's a grifter, is what he is. He's telling the white community everything that they want to hear, even to the tune of pitting down the black community, right? In order to get them to support him, is what he's doing. Yeah, exactly. You see, alphabet is a swag. It's an energy. When we walk in the room knows 100%. 100%. Okay, I was wondering what he was talking about. I'm like, alphabet. He said alpha. You can use that phrase, whatever, but I just call it assertive men, confident men. Said he is not a good liar, let alone a millionaire. I've always said that AD is a socially awkward guy. He's shorter than the average and overcompensates with money. He is obviously not successful with women. 100%. Have you ever noticed that the people who pay the NBA players their salaries don't walk around with all of the necklaces on and doing the money phone thing? They know they don't have to. They know the world already knows their status. What's known doesn't have to be broadcasted or attempted proving. It doesn't. TD. Leon in the building rocking out with us. You already know. Listen, I don't even like to be able to say things like this about people. But it does disgust me, I'll be honest. I want to show you guys something else. For those of you who weren't aware of it, I said this to you guys a couple of times. Tell me that this isn't true. It's all good. I said this to you guys a couple of times. I've told you guys. Corey asked him, say something about the white man. He said, nope, I ain't on that.
Nowhere. I see where this is going. Let's slow down. Let's go point by point, and let's break this shit down. Because we got all night. I ain't going nowhere. I slotted myself just for this conversation. But this is where we gonna get to it. And let me tell you what the blogs missed. But they do that intentionally.
Listen, before I play this clip, I want you guys to tell me, listen, Samara, I tried to call your phone today. I tried to call your phone on the road today, family. Neither of the numbers that I have, I think I remember you got your number changed, but hit my inbox with your real number, your new number, I mean. L1 in the building. Listen, I'm not even on him. Somebody got a profile that says, okay, no it ain't. That's Oso over there. Oso said Anton Uncle Ruckus Daniels. Listen, I'm not even on no getting in other men's affairs and things like that. But I do use certain things for education and teachable moments, right? This is not who we're supposed to be. Anton Daniels swears up and down that he is a reflection of what black men are supposed to be, how black men are supposed to move. Couldn't be further from the truth. But listen, I want to say this to everybody. I want to say this to everybody who's out here. Listen, this video took the cake for me, and I lost all respect for AD. Like, listen, I had respect for him at one time. See, here's the thing about being a man or an adult. You have to know when to pull away. There's no shame in saying maybe someone had you fooled or something like that. But the foolishness is when you continue to support that person. You continue to lie for that person. You continue to stand by that person when you know, and I hope you guys know. Listen, I'll go so far as to say this. You don't have to completely abandon that person, but you can acknowledge that you have to sift through that person's rhetoric with a fine-tooth comb for the points that are valid and for what you have just discovered is severe levels of embellishment at times, right? It's important. It's very important that we be able to stand on the integrity of the people that we respect. It's very important because do you know how easy it is to just fluently listen to someone and pretty much have it in your heart that you can trust what this person is saying because based on what you know about that person's integrity level, they wouldn't intentionally push out information that would lead you down a wrong path. What you know about that person, you just kind of can't see that person being malicious in the first place. Anton Daniels is a high-level opportunist, and there are some forms of opportunists that I don't knock. It's supposed to create certain opportunities for yourself. It's when you mix it up with malice, when it becomes poisonous. When you mix being an opportunist up with malice and ill intent, that's when you become a dangerous individual. Some would say a dark individual. But listen, before I play this clip, Dr. K is definitely in the building rocking with us over here somewhere. Listen, before I play this clip, I want you guys to tell me why you think someone would say I'm not going to talk about the white man. Why do you think Corey Holcomb could say, we want to hear you talk about the stuff that tell us what the things that the white man has done to set America back? We're not going to get into that. Why would you say we're not going to get into that? And I'm going to read some of your guys' responses. I want to know what you think would inspire someone to not want to touch on that, but you'll touch on everything that the black community is doing wrong. I'm going to read these too. Hey, I run this show. Y'all don't tell me what to do up here. Okay, so I got a new number. Why do you guys think that Corey Holcomb refused to talk about evils that white men have contributed in America? You don't have to believe me. Listen to him.
Nowhere. I see where this is going. Let's slow down. Let's go point by point and let's break this shit down. Because we got all night. I ain't going nowhere. I slotted myself just for this conversation. But this is where we gonna get to it. And let me tell you what the blogs missed. But they do that intentionally.
No, you talking loud,
talking loud,
and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
He said it. I'm not getting into that. Why not? I can't imagine this. You're basically being forced, and listen, hey, shout out to Corey Holcomb in this situation. Corey did pin his wallet. Corey forced him to give us that. Corey forced him to give us a glimpse of who he was. What you mean you're not getting into that? You stay on black men's tops, on black women's tops. And see, I can't understand that part. I can't understand that part for the life of me.
We don't have any leaders, and that's why we fucked up as a culture. Because y'all decided to pedestalize niggas like Corey and act like they're your leaders, when in reality, all we needed was a nerd nigga like me to come in and say, nigga, fuck you. Suck my dick. That's all we needed, was a nerd ass nigga from Detroit to come in and say, yep, I see where the weakness is at. Because guess what? If God is with me, and I keep telling y'all that, I know y'all don't believe it. I know.
No, you're not giving people any reason to believe it. You just said, suck my D, F you, and God is with me, all in the same sentence.
I know that everybody, I've been saying this for years. I don't give a fuck, and I take orders from nobody. The only person, the only being that can tell me what to do is God. That's it. If God got my back, I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I'm not looking to be friends. I hate you niggas. I hate you. I hate the very guts that you got.
Does this truly sound like a Christian man? We got fake pastors who won't even go this far. At least they'll fake like they don't really believe like this. Jeez, you kidding me? Where does the Bible teach you that you're supposed to be? Hey, shout out to my bro Carl. Carl said he's an agent for real. Yeah. How can you feel this way about the black community? Listen, let's play this again real quick.
My back, I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I'm not looking to be friends. We don't have any leaders, and that's why we fucked up as a culture. Because y'all decided to pedestalize niggas like Corey and act like they're your leaders, When in reality, all we needed was a nerd nigga like me to come in and say, nigga, fuck you. Suck my dick. That's all we needed was a nerd ass nigga from Detroit to come in and say, yep, I see where the weakness is at. Because guess what? If God is with me, and I keep telling y'all that, I know y'all don't believe it. I know that everybody, I've been saying this for years. I don't give a fuck, and I take orders from nobody. The only person, the only being that can tell me what to do is God. That's it. If God got my back, I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I'm not looking to be friends. I hate you niggas. I hate you. I hate the very guts that you got. I hate what you stand for. I hate what you represent. I hate everything about you because you are horrible. Nowhere. I see where this is going. Let's slow down. Let's go point by point and let's break this shit down. Because we got all night. I ain't going nowhere. I slotted myself just for this conversation. But this is where we gonna get to it. And let me tell you what the blogs missed. But they do that intentionally.
Hey, listen, hold on. Who just killed that over here? My bro Carl over here. Carl said, and we all know that Anton says this, I am a reflection of what African American men are supposed to be. Carl says, wow, he shares my reflection, but he hates my guts.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it, and that's why I lose respect.
You're not getting into that about the white man and his role in bringing America down. But when it comes to black people, you hate our guts. So things are adding up with that. It can only be one thing. There is a form of white America that is controlling Anton Daniels. Some form, somehow, there's an element of it. He won't speak against them. You guys know me. I speak against wrong. And I don't care. I don't give a damn. I don't care what color it's attached to. I don't care who it's attached to. I speak against wrong. I gotta know why he would not say anything. Corey laid out a very clear question. Listen, shout out to Rafe Squad, definitely in the building. Rafe Squad said, noise is bad for business. After a certain income, stay quiet. Business class lounges are serene for a right. 1,000%. 1,000%. I'm telling you, I used to respect dude. Crazy. I think as we start to become more successful, that's when you get a glimpse of who we really are. Because who we really are gets amplified and put behind a megaphone and a spotlight, right? Because we have more resources to do the things that we are interested in, to exhibit who we are more often. If I love going to concerts, but I can't afford to, you won't even know that characteristic about me because I can't go to them often enough to show you. But when my money is right, you get to see who I really am. You'll see me at all of those concerts. You'll see it all over my my social media, right? That's what money does. It can be a gateway. It can be a conduit for the real essence of us to trickle through. And the more successful we become, the bigger our platform, the more people get to see the accurate versions of who we are. We won't even know that we're demonstrating the accuracy of ourselves in front of them because we'll be too busy living that accuracy. We'll be too busy living in everything that is us. But when other people look around and see everything that is us, they're like, ugh, right? Because of what they're seeing. But you will in turn already be so big of yourself that you can't take in the critique that people are kind of shunning you now. You'll say it's they're hating because you've gotten successful. No, you just amplified. You just showed us who you are. You showed us what you like, right? Once your money gets right, not Anton Daniels, but once a person's money gets right, we can eventually catch them paying money for what do they call it? Transvestites. We can catch them. Once people have the resources to do who they are, we get to see who they are. And this is what we're seeing with Anton Daniels. Just kind of a nasty guy. A liar, a habitual liar. Habitual liar. A con artist. A very high level con artist. They go, I'm not saying I know that anybody he's conned, but he's definitely a con artist. He creates fake personas in order to push in front of us all, in order for him to use as certain types of leverage. And the personas are not true at all. They're not true at all. I remember when he was saying he was a decamillionaire. That's 10 million or more, right? And then shortly after that, we ran into the information where they said credit collectors were looking for him, Ford or something like that. It's on the show that we have on the channel. Anton Daniels' whole life is made up. I think that's what it's called. I swear. I swear. Yeah. TD said because if Europeans seen him saying things about them negative, it'll stop him from going more mainstream. 1,000%. 1,000%. Let's say, well, we know that this isn't the case, but let's say hypothetically, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and agree to this. We never help our own when we get money, then align with them folks. I go for that. But I do believe it is up to each of us individuals to, am I MAGA? I am the real Stacey Prince. Am I MAGA? Where'd that come from? Okay, I got you, family. I got you. Hey, Carl said, wow, he shares my reflection, but he hates my guts. White crime is prevalent. Just look at the government. 100%. And I think, listen, this is the problem that people like me and Corey have. The crime is there. It's there. It'd be different if we had trouble figuring out, well, what do white men do? It's a tough one. I'd understand then. But we can go endlessly off the tip of our tongues. And why are you scared to touch that? Why are you scared to touch that?
I know where. I see where this is going. Let's slow down. Let's go point by point, and let's break this shit down. Because we got all night. I ain't going nowhere. I slotted myself just for this conversation. But this is where we gonna get to it. And let me tell you what the blogs missed. But they do that intentionally.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it.
No,
and that's why
he said, I'm not getting into that. Why not? If you're telling the truth, then shouldn't that be all that matters? I'm going to clip this part. I'm going to push this around the internet. We want to know why you're not getting into that. What is keeping you from it? Like, because you're very bold as it pertains to speaking out and condemning the ill doings of the black community, which I am as well. But we know I will demolish and shred the white community. You better not give me an inkling of their ill doing. How the hell will I tell the truth about blacks but not whites? That's weird. And if so, that be the case. What has me moving like that? Something has to have me moving like that. There's a strong influence that has to be influencing me to tear the black community to pieces, which it deserves it right now. But the white community does even more. For instance, check this out. They say Anton Daniels did say, well, the white woman in the feminism movement, she is the destruction of America. Who gave the feminism movement the green light? Who gave the feminism movement the green light? The American government could have shut that white America could have shut that down the moment wind of its formation got started, was aroused. There was a thing, a lot of you might not know about this. I say 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 4 years ago. Why does the white community deserve it more? Amazing question. Turbulence people. They are the root of all of the debauchery in America. They could stop it like that. But it's not profitable for them to stop it. White America is the root of all of the evil in America. There's nobody who will come challenge me on this camera. Listen, this is one point. I'll wipe anybody who tries to go against the statement I just made. I will wipe anybody just with facts. With facts. Listen, nothing moves around this joint without the okay of white men in America. Nothing. Black men are not allowed to have a leader because white men said so. Who was that? Wasn't Lyndon B. Johnson. Who was that said you won't have another black, after they took Martin Luther King's life, there will not be another black leader. Black people wanted to start their own communities. White men followed them everywhere they decided to start their own communities and set them on fire. Yeah, that's a conversation we probably don't want to have. Listen, hold on. Turbulence. To answer your question, ask yourself why Donald Trump is removing black history from all of the museums and things. But you don't have to ask yourself. Donald Trump himself said, we don't want the generation of kids coming after us to view America as evil. The Smithsonian, getting all of the history of slavery, having it taken out. Where is it that they just took some more slave plaques down? Philly? Was that yesterday, day before yesterday? You tell me why. It's because of the evils that white America... Listen, I hope the hell we don't have to get into this. Okay, listen. J. Edgar Hoover said it. Genius beats in this situation. I appreciate it. Nothing moves in America without white men's okay. Nothing. The gay community could not get the green light without white men okaying it. Some of you are not familiar with Super Straight. There's a young boy. He's probably about 21. He came out and started a thing called Super Straight. This was like 4 years ago when the LGBT thing was popping heavy, when they were like trying to cancel people and all of that. He started a thing called Super Straight. It was all over social media. The hashtags were getting millions of pops, right? People, even myself, I'm like, I'm rocking with that. I even bought 3 domains associated with Super Straight because I knew it was going to blow up. I knew it was going to be a flag that straight men and women can fly and be proud of it. And I knew a lot of wind was going to get behind that sail. Guess what we saw? Slowly but surely, those hashtags started disappearing. When you would watch this. Watch this. I've not tried this in quite some time. Super Straight. Hashtag Super Straight.
And you cannot.
It's nowhere. $500. Look. Okay, my point is this. They shut that thing down. They shut it down. People's videos started because they were trying to come up with a flag for it. It was black and yellow, I think. They were pulling those posts off of social media. They were pulling those posts off of social media. And that's when I knew, how didn't that happen with the gay community? And that's when I started researching. I found out that the single women and the gay community is single-handedly holding up the American economy. They spend more money than anybody. That's why it was a good idea to allow that stuff to flourish. But listen, hold on. Let's talk about what Nay said. See, I'm not Anton Daniels. You asked me what the white man has done. If you'll see me put my foot on black women's neck, whom I love, if you'll see me put my foot on black men's neck, whom I love, and then you ask me, challenge me to what have white men done?
I'm your huckleberry.
They said, let's not get into how they lied about Jesus and who he really was, who he really is. Are you kidding me? I want to go back to know who said that. What have the white man did? Did you know that American slavery was the worst recorded incident of acknowledgments of slavery in recorded history? It wasn't bad that they sold slaves, because that's been happening since biblical times. It is what white men did to the slaves once they got them. Pumping them in their butts. Right? Listen, see, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm not Anton Daniels. So, have you ever heard of bestiality? Somebody turned me onto it and I scoured the sites. I scoured the bestiality sites. You know why I scoured it? I wanted to see how many black women that I would see letting a dog fuck her. I wanted to see how many black men I would see. I think out of dozens upon dozens upon dozens, I think I might have saw one black woman. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. I am not Anton Daniels. Shout out to Rafe Squad, definitely holding us down. Rafe Squad said Anton needs to show his financial statement / balance sheet. As of now, Anton's money is still unverified. Yeah, there's a reason. There's a reason why it's still unverified. Shout out to Lovelace in this situation, rocking out with us. White America is keeping him. Race Squad over here dropping atomic. Race Squad setting it off again. The white man has done nothing but print money backed by nothing. Your money's nothing. That's why they won't accept it in some countries. I gotta go back to who the hell said that. I'm wondering, that had to be spam or something. Where's that at? YouTube, Facebook, y'all go down in the YouTube chat. Listen, look at the second to the last, the third to the last profile. Hey, y'all gotta chill. 45 definitely in the building, rocking out with us. Who was that said that? That better have been spam. You made the claim, so now you have to prove it. Oh, hey, Busy, how about this? How about you come on up here and prove what I said wrong? Do you know that white men can I say that? Traffic kids at an 80 to 90% rate? Are you kidding me? He said, what did they do? The hell? Listen, Busy, there's a link I just dropped down there in the comments. Why don't you come on up here and...
I'm your huckleberry.
Hey, David Carter, I just dropped a link down in the chat. Oh, he can't come up. Hey, Genius, I agree 1,000%. One way or another, he's being sponsored. But you got to understand what his fan base is. His fan base is like 80% conservative Republicans, right? That's what it is. He speak out against him and lose a significant portion of his fan base. Blacks already kind of don't mess with him to a certain extent. That's his bread and butter. That's where the money comes from. All you got to do is talk really bad about black people, and white people will throw significant sums of money at your super chats, at your cash apps. Have you guys ever noticed that the Derek Jacksons, the Yada Awakenings, the Ace Metaphors, have you ever noticed, Chris Perry, have you ever noticed the ones who talk and say nothing but amazing things about women, they have like 1 million subscribers, right? So that's their thing. That's what they do. They sell out. They sell their souls a little bit, for those large followers. But have you ever noticed that the men who hold women accountable, it's like 5 times as hard to get those numbers? It's the same with Anton. Anton's fan base is derived from saying terrible things about black people and holding very strong conservative viewpoints. And I'm not saying that all conservative viewpoints are bad. Look, Busy, I won't read any more of your comments. It just means that, to me, as far as I'm concerned, from now on, you're spam. People who won't come up and substantiate their talking, I don't bring your name up throughout the whole chat anymore. So you can hang it up. As of now, you've disappeared. Hey, David Carter, why don't you come on over here to, you know what? Let me see if I can get David Carter on. David Carter, why don't you come on over here to YouTube? Let me bring you up on the screen. Let's have a respectful discussion about this here. Come on, David Carter. He said, okay. What the hell? What the heliante? What the hell? Is that what the youngins say? I'll be waiting on you, brother. All you got to do is come over here to YouTube, The Real Stacey Prince. There's a link that I just dropped down in the chat. Anton is okay. David Carter said Anton got plenty of money. He is doing well for himself. He's doing good in the community. Well, why doesn't the community rock with him? Why doesn't the community support him? Why does the community accuse him of being against the community? Or a better question, what community are you talking about? Because you say the right thing, I'll agree with you. But I know you're not talking about the black community. He's doing good for the black community. Makes the black community feel low about themselves. He says he hates the black community. Says he hates their guts. So what are you talking about? Can't wait till you get over here. And this is what I was telling you guys, man. It's okay to be a supporter of someone or a fan of them or something, but not to the degree where you're blinded. Like, that's insane. It's insane to take it that far. To where you can't see what's right in front of you. Let's see. All you got to do is click that link. What? Hey, David, are you coming over here or not, brother? He said it's because Anton is conservative and black folks are mostly liberal. So what does it say about me? I share some conservative views. What does that say about me? So now what is my motive for lying on Anton or picking on Anton? Right? I highly believe in capitalism, but I also believe in a twinge of socialism. So what is my motive? Listen, not only that, he said it is because he is Anton. It is because they don't like him because Anton is a conservative and black folks are mostly liberal. So tell us this. If that's the reason, why did Anton say, I hate you niggas. I hate your guts. Why did Anton says he hopes blacks never get reparations? On top of that, he said, I wish they would charge y'all for air. See, brother, you really need to get in control of yourself, man. You sold yourself out, brother. Listen. You need to come on over here to this channel. Come worship me. I know how to speak fluently. Ask me a question. I know how to speak without stuttering. It appears that that's all that's required to get your allegiance. Even if he can't speak fluently without stuttering, are you listening to the things that he's saying? Boy, I need people like you. I'll send you off into a burning building. Screaming, we'll lay our lives down for Stacey Prince. I'll send you in there into these dealers' houses to snatch their stuff and bring it back to me. I observe people like this often. Like, listen, I don't encourage anybody to just follow someone. Even in black people have this bad. I'm with mine whether they're wrong or right. That's the dumbest ish I've heard. Why would you be with someone when they're in the wrong? Well, I'm telling you, listen, that's why they call certain things cult followings. Like some people, listen, that dude said, hey, that one white dude said, I could see Donald Trump shoot somebody in the head on the White House lawn, and I'd still support him. So that exists. It exists. Pendulum Paul said, we are the only group that overwhelming vote for anything. Yeah, because we're divided. We're the only group that's as divided as we are. So there's there's seemingly two. Well, there's not seemingly. There's two votes inside of our race, inside of our community. David, it has nothing to do with whether or not he's smart. Okay, David, but you said you were coming over here. I'm wondering, like, I'm trying to find out what's taking so long. Brother David, right?
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Get over here! Right? I mean, if you're not going to come.
Next time you hear grown folks talking, shut the fuck up, here.
I'm just saying. Turbulence, right? Let's have this respectful discussion. He said, man, I wish I could log in. Okay, well, I'm going to be your Huckleberry. See if I can't get you here. Okay, Brother David, I believe I just sent you the ability to come up live on Facebook, I believe. I don't know what that looks like, but I believe. Send you another link. I think I just did. Ask David to join you on video. There it is. Let's talk about this. I don't mind you having claims, but we definitely force hands to substantiate them up here. You could prove me wrong, but we're going to do that. That's where it's going to go. One of us is wrong, and I'm okay with finding out who it is. I take it you're not really down with coming up. I've summoned you on two different platforms. I know both of these platforms aren't broken. And I take it you also the only person in America who doesn't have a YouTube account. That's all you have to have is a YouTube account. Log into your YouTube account. You see me right there, the real Stacy Prince. I'll bring you right up. Jeez, man. Listen, you are never supposed to be that much of a follower of someone. How can you guys help me if you let me be in error and you're not going to say anything? No, Brother Stacy. Get in my DM later on. Hey, Brother Stacy, you spelled the cat. You had a word spelled wrong in the title of the show. Man, don't leave me. Don't let me stay in error. You could be respectful and let me know where I went left. You don't have to support all my wrongdoing. That's nuts. That's nuts. I've always not respected people like that. It's why I strive the way I do to make sure that I'm on point. Hey, who is this? Let me see something here. Says Hassan. Let me see something here. Hassan. Yeah, he's not going to come up. Just a lot of loud talking. Listen, I'm going to say this again. No wrong when you hear it. No wrong when you hear it. I'm going to read a couple of more of his comments. He said, send me another link. There's a link down here on YouTube right now that'll get you brought up here. Mark definitely in the building rocking with us. Right, I agree. He needs to stop talking about something that he can't or refuse to talk about. But I'm going to get you guys to his comments, like, because this is how a lot of people are, moving. I've seen it. We've had shows to where if you even say something about Anton Daniels or something like that, you could say touching children is wrong. And what? You putting that close to Anton? Who was you talking about? See, there go that hating shit. I'm telling you. He said that people have a different view. Black people don't support Anton Daniels because he is conservative and black folks are mostly liberal. No, it's because he said he hates us. That's why. It's because he said he hates us.
We don't have any leaders, and this for years. The person, the only being that can tell me what to do is God. That's it. If God got my back, I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I'm not looking to be friends.
Hey, brother, what don't you get about white people won't allow themselves to connect to him if they're black? If you aren't a conservative and you're black, you won't find anything tangible or anything viable in latching on to Anton Daniels. You'll feel like you're hated.
I hate you niggas. I hate you. I hate the very guts that you got. I hate what you stand for. I hate what you represent. I hate everything about you because you are horrible.
The people I respect, the people I look up to, you would never, ever, ever hear the late, great Kevin Samuels talking like that. Ever. Find me a clip anywhere. Find me a clip anywhere. You would never see it. Tavis Smiley. You would never, ever hear the Minister Farrakhan. You would never hear them talking like this. Never. Minister Farrakhan went so far as to say, oh, black people sure is hard to love. He said, black people can be a people that is hard to love. But he said it with love. And see, those of you who can't tell, it sounds like Anton is trying to get us to allow him to be an aspect of our influence or a leader. You don't believe me?
We don't have any leaders, and that's why we fucked up as a culture. Because y'all decided to pedestalize niggas like Corey and act like they're your leaders, when in reality, all we needed was a nerd nigga like me to come in and say, nigga, fuck you. Suck my dick. That's all we need.
This is who we needed representing us? You sound like everything that you say you hate. You sound like a nigga. The white people that you love, you don't hear them talking about suck my D and all of that nonsense. The people you love the most, where do you get that from? How are you so much different than the people you love, the white America? It's because you're a nigga. But yet you hate niggas. Do you hate yourself, Anton? Do you? Anton is building homes out his own pocket and has few other things good going on in Detroit. Don't hate on the bro. Oh, so we're hating. We're not telling the truth. We're hating. Got you. Hey, Smiley said that does not sound like a Christian. Look, he says I agree with a lot of. Hold on. I got to go to this profile because I think I know what's going on with this. No, it would have to be a black person. It's got to be a black person, or it would have been awkward to inject yourself. Let me see here. Yeah, I've sent him requests on Facebook and here. He can come up. He just doesn't want to. David Carter. Let me see if this is the answer to everything that I've been thinking. Nope. I agree with a lot of what you say about these ladies. You are conservative yourself. So you agree with my viewpoints are up to par as it pertains to black women, but not as it pertains to Anton Daniels. Well, hey people, we're gonna flip the show tonight. We're just gonna talk bad about black women.
What we've got here
you hear this guy?
failure to communicate.
Soft-spoken queen definitely in the building. Hey, Smiley said, that does not sound like a Christian. Philip said, Anton hates himself. I believe that, man. You know, I think we overplay that self-hate thing and we don't pay enough attention. You see, this brother wants me to, he prefers that I talk bad about black women. So if I talk bad about black women, then that will suffice you. See, this is what I'm saying. Men have to be held accountable too. This is why the people who support my show, they support the show because they know that I don't stand for anything but what is right or what is wrong. This is a problem-solving channel. There are tools that we utilize to break problems down so that the conclusion is not opinion-based. We utilize historical data, right? We utilize problem-solving skills. We utilize statistics to get us to the closest part about the truth as it pertains to whatever topic we're talking about. There is no favoritism. There is breaking these problems down and seeing where logic lands us. But a lot of you guys, if you have a hero around, you prefer that we talk nice about the hero even though they found 7 children chained up in their basement. That's not the way this thing goes. We cannot grow if we hide ill doing. Because if we hide ill doing, then how will we know to not perform it ourselves? You identify ill doing and you acknowledge that it's ill doing and you refrain from participating in it on your own. Listen, I'm going to shout out to my brother Biggs, definitely in this situation. Listen, I'm going to say this. Listen, Paul said, I hope this was AI. I was taken aback hearing this. Yeah, I hope you get taken aback hearing somebody say they hate your guts. I hope you were taken aback by that. I want to see something. I want to see something. There she goes. There she is. Tell me how your evening is going. You hear? Going once, going twice. Let me see something. Anton is using his daughter as a shield. Respect lost. Yeah, about a beef that he wanted. We're not invited when we're voting at 92% Democrat. I don't need, you know I don't support that. Some of you guys are so conservative, you can't see anything else. Like, I knew I would never be conservative, or I knew I would never stick to one thing, because I can tell you for a fact that I agree with some of the ideologies behind Republicans. I can tell you that I agree with some of the policies Democrats, even though, you know, I don't really subscribe to the leadership of Democrats, but that still doesn't prevent me from saying I can see certain of their beliefs that I agree with. Anybody who says that they can see nothing about Democrats that they could respect, they can see nothing about Republicans, they can see nothing about liberals, you're lost. You're gonna tell me liberals got everything wrong? 100% wrong. They have not one belief that borderlines logic, not one. Republicans have it all wrong. They don't have anything right. Democrats have it all wrong, not one thing right. And that's the issue that I have with that. Anybody who moves like that, you're very impartial. You don't have a hold of yourself. You're moving solely based off of emotions. You're, in essence, gang banging is what you're doing. You're gang banging. It's a shame how Futon would put money and political party over his blackness. Okay, David. David said, I don't know you personally, but looking at your content, you are very conservative, especially with women. It means I have morals and values that are strict. But guess what? I am intimately in love with being black. I love black people, even the ones who are broken, because they didn't pray to God before they existed and say, Lord Jehovah God, please make me to be a broken human being. There were circumstances instituted that broke a lot of these people. Now, will I move in the same neighborhood with some of them? No, but I can still have empathy towards them. I can still have it in me, the integrity enough to not just be lying to them. I can still have it in me to not decapitate the black community, but won't say a word about the white community. Right? I believe in capitalism. But guess what I also believe? I believe in a twinge of socialism. It's not one thing. Right or wrong is not an element of just one thing. It is a blend of things. And if you can't see anything right in being a liberal, anything at all right in being a Republican, anything at all that So you telling me no one but your political party has gotten this thing right? That's it. They got it all right and everybody else got it wrong. I could see some logic in the liberal mindset. But at what percentage? It doesn't mean that I'm a liberal. It means that I'm a very impartial man. I don't desire to be lost. I don't desire to be under any type of hypnosis. Listen. I see the logic in white supremacy. Right? I see the logic in white nationalism. Guess why we don't like it? Because we're not executing it. We would welcome it if we had institutions walking around, holding their heads up, poking their chest out, believing that blacks were superior over every other race. Stop it. Stop it. So I understand the logic in white supremacists. The part that I disavow is the part where they inflict physically their beliefs attached to evil, where they get physical, even racism. The bad thing about racism is you're acting it out physically. I understand prejudice. I don't think there's anything wrong with being prejudiced. God himself has a chosen people. How about that? How about that? I understand, but that's not how black women feel looking at your content. Black women love me. The person who has contributed the most at one time to this show was a black woman. And guess what? There's some times when I'm up here, she'll say, Stacey, chill out. You're going too hard on her. And I'll chill out. Because if she says it, as honorable as that woman is, I know that she's doing it out of love. See, you guys are one way. I'm not one way. I want to be respected. I want people to see me and say, nah, man, listen, Stacey stays on the right, tries to stay on the right side of the fence. I'm not gang banging. I'm not going to say black women ain't shit. I will point out some things about black women that they have wrong, and in the next moment, show you an elite black woman who I love and have never met. I will tap dance on the top of black men's heads and in the same breath give you statistics where black men are excelling. See, what I have found with most people, and I've even read studies on it, once they get a hero, that's just what it is. And outside of that hero's beliefs, right? And even if you are that caliber of person to where you attach yourself to somebody who you really respect and you hold on to their words, I just ask that you make sure that that person's heart is in the right place. Just make sure that that person's heart is in the right place. Aldo definitely in this situation, rocking with us, showing love to the show. The two-party system is a fallacy. It is a glitch that formed for the sake of efficiency. Yeah, okay. I'm going to touch on that real quick. I believe this. Let's be honest. Republicans, liberals, conservatives, independents, right? You're going to tell me how far we've advanced with technological advancements, all of the new innovations, with everything that we have at our disposals. Those groups couldn't come together and agree upon one ultimate right stance for America. How are you gang banging in government? How? It's not hard to come to the conclusion of what's right and what's wrong for America. Men should not be pumping each other in the ass because we know communities aren't built by that, right? So how can some be with it, some not? How? This is what I'm saying. When money gets involved in these things, when selfishness gets involved, when parties have their own personal agendas, that's where things get screwed up. All of us know how this thing is supposed to work. We've seen that you can stop the illegal substances that come. We've seen that you can stop it. Why won't you stop it? Because once you flood the communities with it, when you bust the people, you get money when they bail out, you get money when they get their lawyers, you seize their assets, sell them off to get money. The money that you take out of their pockets and out of their safes, it's big business. And who was that earlier going to tell me, what has white men done in America? Are you kidding me? See, white America has systems that they lash people across their backs with. They don't gangbang like black people do. They don't meet up in an isolated location. They create systems that don't lash one time. These systems are operating even when we're asleep. System. Look up the word system. Who is in the background? Oh, Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. Dang, and I didn't even have the right background up. My fault. I am nuts. Listen, I'm going to pause the show for a second. I want everybody to show me some love. I get up here and I give truths that I believe will help your guys' life at the risk of getting my channel banned, right? I want those of you who have not subscribed to the show, take time out to subscribe to the show. There's 150 of you up in here right now. Take time out and subscribe to the show. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button and show your brother some love. Let's go. Let's go. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube show, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and rock out with us. Those of you who are not members of the show, you're missing out on all of the content. 3 to 5 to 8 hour shows. When we first started, what the content was like, everything. It's what, $2.99 to be a member. Once you subscribe to the show, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're rocking with us. Shout out to Keita up in this situation, rocking out with us. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. I appreciate it, Craig. Those of you who have not subscribed to the show, show your brother some love. We've been doing this for 4 years. We're finally excelling to the heights where we wanted quite some time ago. 45 definitely in the building. We got 147 people up in here. We should at least be able to get 10 people to hit that subscribe button. This is the hottest show online after all, people. Molly definitely in the building, rocking with us. Those of you who have not subscribed to the show, before we get back to the show, hit that subscribe button. We're going to bring you the heat tonight. OpCam definitely in the building, rocking with us in this mother.
Talk to me like that again. You hear me? Huh?
Next time you hear grown folks talking, shut the fuck up.
Let's go, people. Give me 5 more people. If you have not subscribed to the show, you're already on YouTube. All you have to do is go up and hit that subscribe button. That's what I'm talking about. The international quiet storm definitely in the building. And when I say day one, what? So listen, this is what I'm telling you guys. If you look, and I understand subscribing to people. Listen, I know the parts where I believe the late great Kevin Samuels had it wrong. I'm impartial. It's what I pride myself on being. It's what I pride. The late great Kevin Samuels quoted this one girl here is talking about the marital rate. 1 in 3. What do you say? 75% of African American women will never marry. A girl came up here and counted his stats, and he was like, "Okay, you got to be able to do that. If not, you're no different than Anton Daniels. Ask yourself why Anton Daniels won't speak against the white man, but he says he's self-sufficient. Are you? What? My guy said YouTube unsubscribed him. I ain't shocked. Hey, Busy, we ain't always got to agree. We don't always have to agree. The respect can be there, and there will be other things that we do agree on. That's my point. We don't just latch on to one person and say everything that person says is legit. You can't tell me that you believe Anton Daniels is a good role model for us to portray. That's crazy.
We don't have any leaders, and suck my dick. Say, nigga, fuck you. Suckers, Corey, and act like they're your leaders, when in reality, all we needed was a nerd nigga like me to come in and say, nigga, fuck you. Suck my dick. That's all we needed.
This is who you want representing you. It's like a kid talking like this.
Was a nerd ass nigga from Detroit to come in and say, yep, I see where the weakness is at.
Listen, okay, this is actually a good point. James said, I follow you on Facebook, didn't know you was on YouTube. Listen, for everybody watching, whenever you see us, some of you are on Facebook right now, some of you are on TikTok. Whenever you see that I'm live, we're on YouTube. I just have it streamed through 3 different channels. Our core, our everything is YouTube. When we are banned for 7 days, sometimes off of TikTok, we're still live every day on YouTube. All of our hottest content is on YouTube. It's not on TikTok. It's not on Facebook. Our everything, the last 4 years of all of our content is on YouTube. YouTube is our home base. It is our core show. There are times when we go live, Facebook doesn't know it. There's times where TikTok doesn't know it, but you can best believe we're live on YouTube every day. Those of you who have not subscribed, go to The Real Stacey Prince on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. It will let you know every time we go live. You will never miss any of it. And not only that, YouTube is the only place where you can go and see all of our old content from 4 years ago, the inception to where we've progressed to, right? Let's go.
Because guess what? If God is with me, and I keep telling y'all that, I know y'all don't believe it. I know that everybody, I've been saying this for years. I don't give a fuck, and I take orders from nobody. The only person, the only being that can tell me what to do is God. That's it. If God got my
Wireless Star just subscribe to the show. You already know what it is. King Dwayne Lee just subscribe to the show. What I'm talking about. Do your thing. Do your thing.
my back, I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I'm not looking to be friends. I hate you niggas. I hate you. I hate the very guts that you got.
Why aren't you looking to be my friend, man? How come I can't be an asset? How come you can't have an open mind to where maybe we can be friends? Maybe we can be associates. Maybe we can do some business together. Why do you hate my guts? Why does it have to be that route instead of, never mind. That's just nuts to say. It's just nuts to say. I hate your guts. You know what? If I was debating Anton Daniels right now, I would ask him, does he hate the white man's guts too? Or is it just blacks? Do you hate the white man's guts too? Or is it just blacks? Let's go.
Believe it. I know that everybody, I've been saying this for years. I don't give a fuck and I take orders from nobody. The only person, the only being that can tell me what to do is God. That's it. If God got my back, I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I'm not looking to be friends. I hate you niggas. I hate you. I hate the very guts that you got. I hate what you stand for. I hate what you represent.
But I want to know, Brother Anton, do you feel the same way about white men? Please tell me. Or do you just hate black people? I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Look, 45 said, nope, just us. That's nuts. So all of the things that is taking place in the white community, they get a pass. But us, who have been broken since we all can remember, and I'm talking about systematically broken. You can look this stuff up. You can research it. We don't get a pass. We don't get any empathy or any forgiveness. It's crazy. Now, question, do you think that Anton is separating? We don't have to ask me. He said, do you think Anton is separating black people as in N-words versus black? No, he said black people. Watch, I'll let him tell you. Listen very well.
We don't have any leaders, and that's why we fucked up as a culture.
We don't have any leaders, so he can't be talking about niggas because he's throwing himself in it. We don't have any leaders. That's why we effed up as a culture. Now listen.
Because y'all decided to pedestalize niggas like Corey.
Y'all, meaning my people. Y'all decided to pedestalize, right?
And act like they're your leaders, when in reality, all we needed was a nerd nigga like me to come in and say, nigga, fuck you.
Are you listening to him? So he's talking about blacks because he's suggesting that blacks would make him their representative, right? He's not talking about niggas. He's talking about blacks. Watch.
Suck my dick. That's all we needed. Suck my dick. It was a nerd nigga like me to come in and say, nigga, fuck you. Suck my dick. That's all we needed was a nerd ass nigga from Detroit.
He said that's all we needed, right? We. So he can't be talking about niggas because he's not associating himself with niggas.
To come in and say, yep, I see where the weakness is at. Because guess what? If God is with me, and I keep telling y'all that, I know y'all don't believe it. I know that everybody, I've been saying this for years. I don't give a fuck and I take orders from nobody. The only person, the only being that can tell me what to do is God. That's it. If God got my back, I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I'm not looking to be friends. I hate you niggas. I hate you. I hate the very guts that you got. I hate what you stand for. I hate what you represent. I hate everything about you because you are horrible. We don't have any leaders.
Now, my question is this. I have a question back at you, Busy. I have a question back at you. Should we even hate niggas? Jeez. Should we hate niggas? Because they didn't volunteer to be niggas. Things happened to them. You don't see white people saying they hate trailer trash. You don't see white people telling trailer trash, suck my. You don't see Asians taking the derelicts and the ones who fell by the wayside telling them we hate them. Is it even okay to hate niggas? Look, CG said no hate, but cannot associate myself with them. Facts. Hate is terrible. And this is who you guys listen. He's talking about the negative side of black culture that is glorified. Hey, TB, come on up real quick. I just dropped a link down in the chat. Come on up. Listen, you hear what my girl said? Keita said, Anton is separating himself from being a black man in America. He does not talk like this about white men and will not because he is being sponsored by them to berate his own, even his own family. Right, look at what Smiley said. None of us have ever said that Corey Holcomb is our leader or we subscribe. Corey Holcomb's not even into politics. Corey Holcomb is just somebody that we can... Most of us don't live our lives revolving around Corey Holcomb. We got other things going on. From time to time, we'll turn on the 5150 show. We just acknowledge Corey as a real one. If Corey's going to be an a-hole, he's going to be an a-hole. Corey can't be bought. He can't be bought, or else he would have had a high-level, thriving career on television. And we honor that. We honor when high levels of temptation are passed by because of your character, who you are as a man. We honor that. And we disavow and we dishonor people who can be bought. Some of you might say, well, Stacey, how you know you wouldn't? How you know you wouldn't? Because I already had an opportunity to let somebody control my platform for money. Twice. Look, Kendrick said, Corey does not have a price, but Anton does. It's clear. Listen, Kanai, she said, what did he lie about? Kanai, hold on, Kanai, come up here real quick. Good brother.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I can hear you clear. I can clear you here. What was your name down in the chat?
Hassan, brother.
Okay, tell me how your night is going.
It's going pretty all right, man. Pretty good, man. I'm enjoying myself. Just relaxing.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Tell me what's your thoughts on the show.
Well, I think everything you said about Anton is kind of true because I used to follow Anton when he was on his Lapeef thing, but then I started noticing.
I did too. I respected him then.
I'm thinking like, cool. I could, some of the stuff he said I didn't agree with, obviously, but a lot of the stuff he said made sense. But then I started noticing change when he went from Lapeef to his own, platform. And I seem to notice every time they get a female guest or male guest that don't agree with him, he would say things to them to set them off, to get them so riled they forget their arguments and they start going back and forth and they cussing each other out and all this goofy stuff,
Right.
And
hey, we can't hear you, bro. We can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me no more?
I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but the thing about it is, all he would do was just antagonize dudes. Of course, it was decent to watch. After I was like, wait a minute, why every time I go to Lapeef, he's going at the girls that don't agree with him. He's going at the men that don't agree with him. And I've seen this show Room 9 recently, and I used to watch what's that, the Millionaire Morning Show. After a while, I was going like, hey, what's this guy talking about?
Right.
I
Listen, check
hate
this
you
out.
niggas.
I want you
I
to hear
hate you
something real
niggas.
quick.
What the hell?
I want you to
Nigga,
hear
you
something.
want
Kanai,
bad.
Yes,
tell me how you feeling over there now.
I'm great. I'm blessed.
That's what I'm talking about. What you got going
Doing
on today?
good. Well, just enjoying the weekend,
That's
just
what's up.
relaxing, you know, cooking and cleaning and enjoying the God that I serve and
That's
all
what I'm
that
talking
good old
about.
stuff.
She said, and all that
Little
good old
life
stuff.
reflection.
Listen,
Yep.
I want you to hear something. I want you to tell me, do you believe it?
What's that?
I've invested millions and millions of dollars, millions of dollars into the well-being of my child.
Listen, I gotta ask. Do you believe he's invested multiples of millions of dollars in this? How do you invest multiple? Tyrese, they listen when his ex tried to take him to court to get $20,000 a month child support. He said that even when we was together, we never spent $20,000 on her. But Anton is suggesting he has spent millions.
He has not spent millions of dollars, especially if he's spending millions of dollars, he should be broke by now. If what he's saying
He
is true, that
said,
makes no
he
sense.
said,
That don't go
he
together.
said millions and millions. He
Millions
said
and
millions
millions.
and millions.
Millions of dollars? Wait. I thought you said, how you gonna be a millionaire and spend millions of dollars on your kid? That
Listen,
don't add up.
this girl got to have at least 20 Bentleys, 5 different type of mansions. Like you can't spend millions of dollars on a child like that and still live in Detroit apartment. I believe he still
Nah,
Right.
there
lives
ain't
in
no
that
way.
apartment.
Well,
Right.
if he does live in
Hold on, bro. Hold on,
Detroit,
bro.
might live
Hold
on
on,
the
bro.
outskirts. I'm
Hold on,
sorry.
bro. Listen, my point is this. I don't
Mm.
pocket watch and things like that. But we do have to pay attention to people so we can form an opinion on how far we can trust them, right? I used to watch the Lapeef show. I used to like some of the things Anton used to say, but it was before he got thrust into the spotlight. I tell people this all the time. When you get thrust out into the spotlight, once you get the resources, once you get the money and things like that, it's like an amplifier upon who you really are. If you're broke, but you really, really who you are, you love going to concerts. But we can't see you doing that because you're broke. So we don't get to see you going often. But when you get your money, we'll see you at those concerts all the time. And we'll get to see who you really are. That's what money does. It amplifies who you really are. Now, if you pay attention to who Anton really is now, he's kind of a nasty individual. A liar. I believe with my whole heart, Anton
A
is a con
manipulator.
artist. Yes.
He is a con artist. That's a manipulator.
Well, actually, the term you're referring to is called confidence man. Before they call Connor, basically he takes the confidence that everybody he come in contact with, and everything he says to you sounds so real. I guess, well, yeah, I want to be a bad chaser too. And then you start watching his content, you're like, wait, does he even like black people?
Listen, you got to think about it,
You
man. When Anton
niggas.
was
What
talking
you
about
mean
the
you
nuclear
niggas? You a
families and
nigga.
when he was talking about marriage and things like that, once he got money,
And he
now we're seeing
mhm.
hold on, brother, hold on. Now we're seeing him
Mhm.
with this woman talking about that's mine's right there. That's my Mika. Listen, I got a question for you because I want to make sure I often throw testers out there to make sure I'm not going overboard, right? Kanai, your man.
Mm.
I don't know. Let's say hypothetically he has a protege or something like that, and you know that they're around each other from time to time. Am I wrong, or would you be offended if you saw a videotape of him saying, "That's mine's right there, that's my Mika right there"? Would you be offended by that, or would you say, "It's just business"?
If she is yours, you better not let the world know it.
Yeah, because that doesn't sound
What?
professional. It
No,
sounds
it
like
She
you
doesn't.
is
want
yours.
her.
You better not let the world know. You don't you don't put me out. You don't do that. One thing I
Exactly.
always just tell people is this,
Yeah.
especially brothers, okay? Because I'm not, don't don't tarnish your woman's crown.
I agree.
You know, don't
That's true.
don't do it like that. That's business. That's your business. So see, back in the day, you they didn't do their wives like that.
I
A
agree.
woman couldn't even say nothing to the wife. You couldn't even mention
You're
her
right.
name if that's what you
That's
do.
true.
But no, you know absolutely not. You don't do that. That's opening up. He just let everybody into his household. He worried more about his daughter than his wife. She's over there because you know he caught her on the phone. What you think about Mika? Hey, what you think about Mika? I love Mika. That's my boo. Yeah, right. You know that phone call
Yo,
was made for her to come on and say whatever she was gonna say to keep save face for him. It's all a setup. This
Right.
guy, I mean, there's a video out of Anton Daniels' wife talking about how afraid she is of this man.
Yeah, I saw
So
that.
he got some serious issues, and I think he's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde because I've seen, and like I say, I could never gravitate toward this man. I've heard him, I've seen him, but he's something about him, and I just cannot. I don't gravitate to that, so I know something's wrong. But like I say, ain't nobody perfect. But at the same time, he comes off that way. He had a whole conversation on Hardly Initiated with Yada Awakening. Now Yada
Hey,
yep, I
hold
Awakening,
on,
remember that.
Kanai. I'm so grateful
he
you just said that.
I
I
remember that.
thought it
I
was
remember
just
that.
me. Kanai, when I saw that,
No,
I
he
said, hold
crazy.
on. Why isn't he
That's
asking
crazy.
Yada the questions I would hit Yada with?
right,
Yeah.
I'm glad it wasn't
right.
just me. And I was just thinking about
No, it
that
wasn't
like day
you.
before
It wasn't
yesterday.
just you.
But go ahead, Kanai, my fault.
No, you know, and so you know, he was trying to get on this man and talk about his Christian beliefs and all these different things when you actually just like the man you talking about.
Yep.
You know, you just like the man you talking about. So you got to be very careful. God has a way of showing you up. That's what you said yesterday. One thing you said, Stacy, is that ain't nothing no dirt on me. People know about me. I said whatever, whatever, and can't nobody bring that dirt. Ain't no dirt coming back to that. And see what he has done appear to be perfect. Has never done nothing wrong. He don't even know nobody that ever went to jail.
Right.
I mean, that's what they. That's what Mark. That's what Marquette was saying. This brother is saying he ain't never met nobody that been to jail. He said my mama done been to jail. My grandmama
Yeah.
done went to jail. He like this brother talk about he from Detroit and he don't know nobody that ever went to
Right.
jail. So without even saying the million statement, this man has said so many inconsistencies
I agree.
and things that don't make sense. Who do you think you talking to?
Then to
That's what
say
my
I'm
dad used to
connected to the
say.
streets. I'm known throughout the
Right.
streets. But you don't know
Yeah.
nobody who hit the jail.
Yeah, that's what my dad used to say. He say, "Who do you think you talking to? You know, everybody fool with a fool to you. You know, who you think? I mean, that's a what they call it, an insult. You is insulting my intelligence. You
Hey,
know,
listen, my stepdad, let me see, I don't think I ever got a whooping by him, but the times I
mm,
ever came close, he would say this one thing. You gonna sit there and
mm,
insult my motherfucking intelligence.
intelligence.
He didn't
Yeah,
play that right there.
he didn't. You gonna sit there and insult my intelligence. That's right. That's right. And that's how men were back in the day. And that's why I said last night, Corey made a stand for masculinity. And I'm not going to let that go. And I might do a video about that because I think that we're missing what Corey was doing. Corey was saying you can't talk to a man like that. But neither here nor there. I just think I don't have, Anton, I can't even connect. And that's why when you came up here and started talking about him a month ago, I was like, oh shoot, Stacy picking something up. I'm gonna see what he do with it because you did that right before this incident.
I think game recognized game. Like I've said this before. Men who have done well with women, we know other men who have done well with women. Men who are respected by other men who are respected. So it's like it makes it really, really easy for you to. And listen. I'm just gonna say it. It makes it easy for you to identify an imposter. We know who
Yeah.
imposters are. Listen, I can't go over there, over in South Central talking about, hey, yo, you know what I mean? I've been wrote 6-0. I don't know no lit, I don't know no literature.
Nope.
What they will be able to say is this brother holds himself well and he'll scrap with any of us. That's just what that is. But I'm not about to go over there trying to act like I'm one of them. Imposter. Brother Hassan.
You ain't gonna make it out.
Yeah. And listen, they'll be more offended that I tried to come over there imposter than if I just went over there like who I am.
That's right. True.
Go ahead, Hassan. What was you saying, brother?
It's because they'll tell you, brother, you ain't supposed to be over here.
Well, like yourself and the lady was speaking, Kanai was speaking, is the fact that I watched Anton's transformation.
Right.
And at first I thought it was a good thing. But then when he started saying like because he used to say no one is beyond reproach, not even me.
Right.
But now he's acting like he's beyond reproach. I got a problem with it. I
He's
know
definitely
people
singing a different tune.
I got people now. Yeah. It's like I got people who I know some of my closest friends are in jail currently, and I know people who went to jail.
Right.
But I mean I'm from that area, but I'm not from the street. I'm not that. I'm a regular dude that goes to work, and I see people I know who live there. But they see me, what's up, bro? How you doing? And that's all it is. But the thing what is Anton's trying to come off like he's trying to become a representative of an organization that no one invited him to.
I agree 1,000%.
No one invited
If you listen at his opening statement, that's what he said. He said when in actuality, we should have elected somebody like me, nigga from Detroit, nigga from Detroit, to speak for. Like, no, my guy, you up here
he ain't no real nerd. I'm a nerd. He ain't no real nerd. Nerds know when to be quiet. A nerd know two things. One, when the jocks come around, that's their lane, fall back.
Check this out.
The other, if the thugs come around, fall back. You don't sit there.
We don't have any leaders, and that's why we fucked up as a culture. Because
listen, Kanai, if you listen to this, it's almost like he's pitching Black America to, I don't know, vote him some type of representative for us. Now, listen to what he's saying.
Y'all decided to pedestalize niggas like Corey and act like they're your leaders, when in reality, all we needed was a nerd nigga like me to come in and say, nigga, fuck you. Suck my dick.
He's jealous.
It sounds like it cannot sound like he's really jealous of Corey.
He's hating. Look.
I don't know.
Look, he ain't no real nerd. I'm a nerd. We knew as a nerd. I knew as a former nerd. There's certain things you say to a man, you can get your ass beat. Straight up. If Stacey see me, hey, Hassan, don't talk to Mike, man. Mike will fuck you up, man. Mike
hey, that's real. That's real. We was talking about that all night yesterday.
Don't be inviting that man T.L. Johnson, man, because he'll beat the brakes off you, sir.
Yeah,
and I'll go over there and I'll go over there and say it. And you told me afterwards, hey, man, didn't I tell you what that man's going to do to you? What's wrong with you?
Man, you lose your...
Well, I thought I could say it. Yeah, you could say it. Now you're in the hospital. In the ICU.
If you're lucky enough to make it to the... Listen, man, I'm telling you right now, man.
I can't wait for Corey to go live on Tuesday.
That's right.
I can't wait for him to go live.
But I saw this last live.
Hold on, brother.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was just saying, I just want, and I like, Corey could be getting up here, making video after video, but he waits till his night, then he goes live, and he gets on live. And this is how you know he has a structured, organized life. You could tell he has other things to do. He is not on social media every day. He's only on one time a week. And he waits till the show to say whatever he has to say. He doesn't do all this. So he's a podcaster. He has a podcast or a show. Yeah. And he calls it the 5150 show. Yeah. To me, it's really not even a podcast. It's a show.
Right.
It's a show. It's a show where he comes on once a week, like a syndicated talk radio show. You know what I mean?
I agree. I actually agree with that. That's what 5150 is like a syndicated podcast. It seems more like a talk show.
Yeah, it seems more like a talk show. And he doesn't have to come on here every day. Anton is on almost every day.
Right.
Latif and them is on every day. That's a podcaster. He's doing this every day.
Right.
But this brother operates like Hollywood. I got a show.
Exactly.
It's gonna come on once a week on a Tuesday, a Thursday, or whatever. And you only gonna see me at 8 o'clock West Coast time, and then that's it until next week.
Hey, Kanai, listen. Presidential Mike said this. Presidential Mike said Corey is just like an average uncle that we have, and I do think that that's what the black community respect about
down
him.
to earth.
Yep.
Corey, we have never elevated Corey or said that he was a political. We know Corey to be funny, to be candid, to
Stomp
be
down
bold,
and solid.
And you better be expected to get roasted. You better look for Corey to say things that other comedians will not say.
I agree.
That's the way he's always been. Shoot, I wanted to go see Corey.
He's a comedian, bro.
He's a comedian. Even Kevin Samuels said you don't try no comedian like that.
Yeah, that's nuts.
He didn't even do that.
But see, when you arrogant, Kanai, and you think you're above everybody, you will test those waters because you the only one who don't know. That's not the smart move because you think you listen. This is what this man do for a living.
Anton is between trying to leave his wife so he could be with that woman.
I agree, 1000%.
And let me tell you something. He's been real agitated for the past months. I ain't even gonna say a few months, but I get his little clips here and there and how he be talking to these women and stuff and how he just be, and that's what I'm trying to understand. Where the women at? Because this man seems like he's trying to make a decision.
I agree 1000%.
He said he would never get a divorce. He said he would never do that, but he's really betwixt and
now there's people over here right now who are on the chat saying that he doesn't live with it. There's like 3 people that said he doesn't live with his woman anymore. He lives in the condo.
Well, they act like he brought her on there on the phone talking about what you think about Meek and all this old stuff. But see, I can tell what he's doing. I know that he's got this woman and he's trying to figure out what could I do. And I thought the girl was married. I don't know.
Somebody else said that down
she's
here.
She's single.
Yeah,
okay, you say she's single, Hassan?
Okay.
Yeah, man. Matter of fact, she was on
She
the
would have
last
to be
Room
though
9
because
with,
the way they parading around.
with Anton, but she hasn't been on that show since the 15th, man. I think she's like divesting herself of that man's presence for real. That
Queffo Dollar's wife been getting busted down. What the?
What?
I don't know how real this is. Queffo Dollar's wife been getting busted down.
Oh, Creflo Dollar is in jail.
She said, "Oh Lord."
That's in jail. You don't know.
They say nobody's safe. Satan is busy.
He's picking people up and dropping them off in the jail cell.
That ain't got nothing to do with Satan. That got to do with them. Because what my Bible tells me is that all things, fornication, murderous, and witchcraft, and all that stuff exists in the flesh. And if your flesh is out of control, you're going to succumb to those actions. So it ain't the devil, it's them.
Listen,
they just giving them an open door to get exposed.
Kanai, what do you think about just Pearly Things?
Pearly Things, I don't really watch her. I mean, I've seen some of the things that she say, and she seemed like she likes to be in our spaces, but she's she'll slap you with that YT hand. You can't be trusted.
I'll probably do business with Pearl, but some of the things that have been said, I don't know. I view her that some of her information aligns with. Huh? Marquette is a beast. Marquette got banned off of YouTube.
She did run Marquette a while back.
But listen, hold on, real quick. Hold on. Listen, Kanai, I wanted to say this. I believe this because me and my brothers from the life, we stay in touch daily, sometime hour talking a day, and we know things, we discuss things. We have people who have had women who they just what's the word? Look, whatever you like, right? I believe that's what Anton has. I believe he was able to allow his woman respectfully to get online, and she's probably the type who can't operate solo. Anton probably is the vision of that house, as it's excuse me, supposed to be. But what I get from her is respectfully, she comes off as a simple woman, right? When they put that camera in front of her, I think, listen, I think it was a lie. Who was holding the camera? Anton, he spazzes out. I don't know if he's ever taken anyone's life. Who was holding the camera? Okay, let's go a step further. Who uploaded that clip? That's Anton.
Anton.
Yes, Anton did that. And he was, at that time, Anton was throwing stuff up against the wall to see what would stick. What a lot of people don't know, I've researched Anton. Anton was trying to be a YouTuber, not a political commentator, not Anton Daniels you see today. Anton went from giving hugs for $1 to being the modern day black Indiana Jones, going through old abandoned schools
hot
and
dog
abandoned
suits, going through the
churches.
stadium and whatnot.
Yeah, the hot dog suits. He was throwing stuff up against the wall to see what could get him viral like all of these other YouTubers he had heard about. And guess what worked? I hate you niggas. It worked.
Yeah.
It's called grifting.
That worked.
And, if you look at it,
grifting.
His wife probably is the type who doesn't want, to be by herself, probably isn't able. And this is not an assault on her character. I'm good with women.
We should all sue him for coming at us like that. Yeah, we should all get together and sue him.
What you say? I'm traumatized.
No, I'm traumatized by that.
I fear for my life a little bit.
I fear for my life, and I come across his YouTube and I get scared and frightened.
Come on, listen.
I feel like he's gonna come find me.
I'm gonna send this clip to Corey Holcomb, because I did some research, and my research suggested Anton has the ability to have a case against against Corey, but the factors are the daughter.
It ain't gonna work.
They'll settle out of court. They'll say, if I was Corey, because here's what my research said. My research said this: the girl is the factor. My research suggested that the judicial system is very biased when it comes to children, and if they can prove that, now here's a tough element. It said if they can prove harm was done to her, things like that. If I was Corey, I'd pull that clip up of Anton Daniels talking about those other kids, those dirty ass kids, and I learned it from him. Your Honor, I learned that from him. I was just mimicking.
Yeah, but here's the problem with that. There's a clips of Corey Holcomb, knocking out a lady back in the day. So
that's nothing. They can't bring that up in court. To be honest, I don't even care about that clip of Corey hitting that woman.
I feel you, but this YouTube thing ain't no regular job. Number one, number two, and even if you catch him in a lie, he gonna keep lying.
Corey already.
He gonna keep lying, like Reverend Ike used to lie. He used to have this thing in his coin. You can't lose the stuff I use. He had this one corner that said, God bless. The other side said, good luck. And he was cleaning people out of millions of dollars.
Corey already know what's up. He said he would have had to call his lawyer that night if anything had went down. And it's a $10,000 retainer off top because that's how much it is. He's already know because he already been there. This ain't his first time.
Yeah, with Zoe Williams back in the day. I remember.
This ain't his first time.
With Zoe Williams.
That's what Anton is banking on, the fact that he thinks that Corey is stupid. Just because somebody sounds good or they may sound like they,
eloquent speaker.
Eloquent speaker. That doesn't mean that he don't know anything about legalities and law. And
that man's money know about the law. That man got lawyers.
Well, here's the thing. Well, what you said about Corey is true. He's a comedian, so he makes his money on the road. That's the truth. However,
this man gonna be on tour. He just opened up a whole other can of worms to make money off of this for days.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something nobody's talking about. I know what YouTubers make, right? I got close to 20,000 subscribers.
Right.
Corey Holcomb has 400-something thousand. I don't think anybody's taking into consideration the money that Corey's check is every month on the 21st. I know what mine is. Corey has 400,000 subscribers. Now, that could almost constitute as being very well off. And we ain't talking about his career that he's been doing. We don't even know what all Corey got his hands in over some years.
Well,
that man
true.
probably got a Rowley's or an In-N-Out burger. You don't just maintain the status that Corey has maintained for all of these years, and you haven't made any investments. Yeah. You can't do it.
Money. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well, he wants to end up in Corey's shoes. I don't know why he got it out for Corey so mad. He act like he personally attacked him.
Well, but look what people are saying, Kanai. People are comparing his masculinity to Corey's, and yeah, it's offensive. Like he's being pit in the area where people are saying, you're a sellout, and that don't feel good.
And unfortunately, Anton is looking is caught wanting. You know what I mean?
I agree.
He's caught wanting. He's caught wanting, and it's like I knew something was up with Corey when I saw that latest podcast when he was saying, "I'm a dirtbag," and I went, I went, "Oh Lord!" Sure enough, he started snapping on this man's daughter, snapping on his wife. I was like, and I'm thinking like, why would Anton pick a fight with a comedian?
Hey, Kanai, listen, I don't know if I said this to you yesterday, but I don't know. I said maybe yesterday or the day before. But I didn't listen, you guys could look at me like I'm kind of low down sometimes. Maybe I am. I don't know. But I believe in going below the belt.
I wouldn't be over here if I thought you was low down like that.
Whoa.
Listen, I believe this. I believe in going below the belt, right? Listen, when I was disappointed that Corey didn't give me what I was like, decapitate this ninja. But Anton was running from the questions, right? I'm like, decapitate this ninja, right?
But he kept running.
Yeah, for real.
He asked him, "Are you a black man?"
Hold on,
Hassan, hold on.
I'm sorry. And then I saw later on where Corey went in on his family. I'm like, nigga, that's what I'm talking about. Look, after I said it, I said, nigga, you low down. I said, yeah, I guess I am. Because listen, when it's war, and I believe in that. I really do believe in that. I will get you up off of me. Who was that yesterday? Somebody said, that was O'Shea Duke Jackson. He said he got into it with Mark Quett one day. He said, and I quickly learned that, some people would take this thing to a level you never thought it would go, and I'm probably not gonna get into another heat with him.
What did Tupac say to Biggie? I make sure my popo make all your kids go.
We gonna nip this in the bud.
People be acting like the kids, you, and there be these women talking about the kids. Please, you dropping your kids off over your mom's house every day.
To go to the club on Wednesday.
Yeah, talking about the kids. These people don't care about no kids.
Hey, shout out to my brother Rafe Squad, definitely in this situation. Rafe Squad said 10 racks retainer is nothing. I agree. Shout out to my bro again over here supporting the show. Rafe Squad said the judge could throw the case out. Let's not forget that. I agree. It has to be a case.
All that content, after he sees all that content that Anton makes,
I agree.
You walk up in the courtroom and try to say that somebody talking about your kids when you done talked about somebody else's kids.
I agree.
You talked about somebody else's kids. I mean,
yeah, calling kids bastards, little MFs. That's true.
Hold on, Hassan. You be interrupting a lot. Can you hear me? Do we have a lag?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. My bad. My fault.
Go ahead. What was you saying, Kanai?
No, I'm just saying, how could you just, you a hypocrite. Why would you even want to try to take that to court? You really don't see that you've been doing these things. I'm sure you've seen all these clips that's coming up about you. People need to, I don't like people who are not realistic. I really don't.
I have a problem with that too, Kanai. It bothers me.
I don't like it. It just bothers me. Y'all act like y'all was raised in somebody's perfect situation, and people don't have you cannot tell somebody how to respond to something that just happened to them. You just cannot do that. Everybody got the women ought to tell you that.
There's a couple of people.
No, it's my feelings. It's my feelings.
Carmel Bombshell up in this situation rocking with us. Listen, those of you who don't know, if this is your first time being on the show, hit that subscribe button. We go live every day on YouTube. YouTube is our core, it's our headquarters. Sometimes those of you who see us live right now on TikTok and Facebook, I'm three-way streaming, but our core is YouTube. Come to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It'll let you know when we're live every day, because I'm not always live on TikTok. When they kick me off, there'll be a 7-day span where I'm not on, or Facebook, but every day we're live on YouTube. So come over here and hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. I think this. I'm gonna get back to the show. I want to know your opinion on this before I go. Do you think that this? I know what my opinion is, and I'm coming to you, Hassan. Kanai, do you believe that all of this stuff is just a paper trail? My daughter, she's in shambles. My family is in shambles. My daughter crying. Do you think that all of this is just a ruse and he's trying to leave a paper trail for there to potentially be a lawsuit? Or do you think that his daughter is really, oh my God, I don't know what to do? Do you think she's really affected like that? Or do you think he's embellishing for a potential lawsuit?
He probably didn't even see the dang on show where
Can
he
I
said
promise
that.
I said that?
He probably didn't even see that mess. Like that.
Yeah, that's what I said. What's your thoughts, Hassan?
No, I don't hear no
I don't.
genuine.
I think his daughter's a 17-year-old girl living her life, man. I don't think she ain't got time to be on the internet like that. I
I
think
agree
Anton is
1,000%,
saying
man.
that because Corey Holcomb made him look crazy.
I agree. Listen,
And
if
he
somebody did
he had a
roast
4-day
me,
head start.
if somebody did roast my daughter on my channel in MySpace, I would probably hide it from my daughter, right? And I'm
Oh,
sure he did.
absolutely.
Why would I take this to her? Hey, look what somebody said about you. Why?
Nah, man.
Hey,
Why would you even repeat it? Because now you
exactly.
don't give her a chance to even
I
want to
would
be
not.
into
I'll pretend it didn't happen.
Exactly. Now she on my channel seeing me say things like, that's mine's right there. That's my Mika right there. As much as she probably love her mama. And see, that's why I say Anton is a fraud. Because listen, I'm going to go back to what Kanai said a little. Listen, Kanai, that's what I was going to tell you after you said that. My ex, I remember we were pulling up. There's these girls. We call them the Budweiser girls. And their house used to be the party house or whatever. Pretty nice over there. And we used to all go over there and kick it. For the first time, I had my ex drop me off over there one day because I was meeting my homeboys, but there were girls over there. She looked at me, Kanai, and she said, Stacy, don't be having people running around here looking at me like I'm stupid because they know things that I don't know. Right? And that go back to what you was talking about, Kanai. Like, that's kind of what he's doing for real. Like, you got this woman looking all kinds of crazy, right? But I don't think the woman has the ability to poke her chest out like you're not going. I think she has been a hollow vessel in that relationship. I believe that Anton can tell her, hey, I will make this call, and I want you to say you know that Mika's my protege and that you like her. I believe he could tell her that stuff, and she'd do it. The same way he had that video. I don't know if Anton's ever took anybody's life, but he was trying to make it seem like he's a certified head buster. How you talking about you a head buster, but you don't know nobody who went to jail? See, I think people like Anton don't know that we listen to what they say, and we know what you said a year ago, and we compare it to what you're saying today, and that stuff don't fly.
Right. That's right. And that's why they pulling up all these clips. But I would like to say to the sisterhood, why y'all not standing up for these women?
That's real.
I haven't heard any of you say any. See, this is my problem with y'all. You know who you are. You in the sisterhood, the girls, the sisterhood, the ones that don't need a man, and I don't need no man, I'm independent, that group. Why are y'all not saying, and the ones that say, oh, these men cheating and this is that, or whatever the case may be, why are y'all not coming to the aid of Mika, this daughter, and this wife? I don't hear any of you all saying anything. And it's so funny though, Stacy, because see, women like Crimson Cure, those are the type of women that gotta keep saying something. We're tired.
Right.
What are these women that claim that they so much for women is gonna stand up. Well, you know what they do though?
That's a
They
good
do the
point,
very
actually.
opposite. They do the very opposite. Do you know that they said that Derek Jackson's following tripled since he's done that to his wife?
Seriously?
It did. They had a
For
thing.
real?
You know? Do you know? Let me show you. I'm gonna pull it up right now. This man's
What?
following tripled since
How?
Somebody like that, all they got to do is go up and say, you know, ladies, I want to apologize for my shortcomings. Nobody's perfect. I've repented. That's all you got to do with these women, and they'll be like, bless you, brother, for at least taking responsibility. And matter of fact, they won't even say taking responsibility. They'll just get back on his tip. That's it. Well, actually, they never left. Like you said, his following doubled or tripled.
won't even come up. Can you come up?
Nah.
Supposed to come up.
Oh, you see it right now? What's it say?
I'm trying to bring it up.
Somebody said he got Kwame Brown on his tail now. Yeah, I saw Kwame Brown snapped on him a little bit.
Snapped on who? Never mind. It ain't coming up.
It's
Snapped
possible. Anton. Anton was talking about Kwame Brown been on my DIC, and then Kwame Brown responded to him.
Yeah, let him have it. Kwame Brown, let him have it.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, because Corey mentioned Kwame Brown on his own show that night. See, y'all didn't watch the whole thing. I watched the entire thing all the way through.
I did. Maybe I did.
He said that Kwame Brown, he said he was on my show and he wouldn't even let a man say that to him. He said Kwame wouldn't
hold on. You talking about
talking about on Corey's show. Corey brought up Kwame Brown.
No, you talking about when Anton did that interview with who he do that interview with? Joe or you ain't talking
Reese Johnson.
Yeah. Listen, he said if I was attracted to you, would you go?
I heard he was giggling and
he was
all kind of stuff.
Listen, he did listen, and he even went so far as to say, "But would you this or that?" And he was like, "I can't see myself in that position." Like, no, nigga, say no and say don't. Hey, bro, listen, however you move is how you move, but don't never come at me like that again. Listen, Kanai, if you look at it, Kanai, he was courting Anton. He was grooming Anton.
That was super weird. I'm like, I'd be like, nah, bro. I said, no, that's not how I get down, sir. That's what I would say. That's not how we do business.
You don't even have to. He came in Anton with that butt pump and stuff like 3-4 times. You don't have but one with me. The one should course correct you. Listen, I'm not trying to sound like I'm telling you right now, there are boundary lines that I have that when people meet me, even the women, that's why I don't have bad instances with the black women I've dated. When you meet me, I'm going to let you know who I am, right? I'm not going to have to say, hey, I don't tolerate cheaters. Hey, I don't tolerate. No, my energy. I'm going to establish who I am. I'm going to respect who you are. But when you come at me with that, listen, when you come at me with that GAY stuff, you're going to have a problem. And I might, even your first time, after I correct you, I still might not be able to get over it. We might not even be able to do the interview. I might just leave. The fact that you even thought you could approach me like that, the interview might be over, to be honest. Yeah, Fleece Johnson. Look, they said Anton was blushing. I've heard several people say that. And he was
kind of blushing. I felt mad uncomfortable watching that interview. I felt mad.
Pull it up. Pull it on up.
Listen, when I saw it, the first thing that came to my mind is this nigga's being courted. For real. Hey, Hassan, you said you saw it?
Yeah, man. It made me mad uncomfortable, man. I couldn't watch for 10 minutes. I was like, oh, yo, shut this down, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, I felt mad uncomfortable watching that interview, man. I couldn't even watch it. I got maybe 15 minutes in. I had to go. Sorry.
Here we go. There we go. Watch this.
Oh, Lord.
He said, oh, Lord. Can I plug it? Let me see. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just upload it to the...
I guess he's supposed to be mad at O'Shea now because he had said that he called him out. He's upset with O'Shea right now.
I think I saw something today where O'Shea. I seen something of O'Shea's today where he was talking like Anton kind of beefing with him a little bit.
Then that ain't no friend. You telling your friend somebody that you expecting him to take up for you. You need to be held accountable.
I swear. That's what I always
So
tell
now
people.
you
Listen.
can't have no friend. There ain't no friend.
Okay, here it is right here. You should be able to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna flip the screen where you can see it. Look, Hassan, like, man, this is pitiful. Let's go.
It is kind of disgusting. I ain't gonna even hold you. That's
See?
And listen, Kanai, when you see it, this the truth. He was blushing a little bit. Let me see something. Push this right here.
He's sitting on. He's still having a conversation with him. You supposed to neutralize that.
Fast.
That don't even supposed to be. Yeah, you something wrong.
All right, check this out.
You fleece.
But I'm in here going through all this, and then people act like they don't understand that I like booty. So what? But what is I'm supposed to do, bruh? Huh?
I don't know. You tell me.
You don't know.
I don't know. I can't picture myself ever being in that situation.
All right. I'll just say, for instance, you was in that situation.
I can't see it, please. I can't think about it.
You would turn me down.
What you mean?
Huh. More important than Wilder. You should know what I mean.
Look at him tonight.
I can't see it, please. And I'm gonna tell you why. Listen, I just can't even picture myself ever being locked up.
That's good.
Kanai, did you hear the reason? The
And
only
that's
reason
why-
he
and that's
gave
why I
as to
left.
why he won't take it in the butt. Because first and
that's why I
foremost, I
left.
can't picture myself going to jail. They gotta do something to you about this conversation.
See that part.
I will do anything to stay out of prison. Like I won't steal, kill, destroy, nothing.
That's good.
I knew from a very early age that I'm not built for that. You know what I'm saying? And so I just never even wanted to put myself in that hypothetical situation. So when I was seeing you,
I ain't saying this to be disrespectful.
no, I don't think it's disrespectful. I think that it's
I think you cute for real. But
me?
Yeah.
Not me.
Look.
Not me.
Look at him, Kanai.
I'm saying.
Look at him, Kanai.
Hold up. Good looking.
A man just told him, "I think you cute," and this Negro over
That's
here
a fist
grinning
fight,
and
bro.
skinning and grinning.
That's a fist fight right there. But yo, he got punched him in the face. With
Let's
the
say it
force of
like
1,000
that.
hammers.
Good looking. Well, if you was locked up, if you was locked up, yeah. If we was locked up, I would talk to you.
Listen.
I'd kick that nigga to sleep. You crazy as hell. I'd have kicked that nigga to sleep on. What?
He was smiling harder than a woman on a dang.
This is what I'm saying. Now you know
Talk
the
about
only
you
thing that I can
cute,
tell
and
a
he's
person.
smiling. You don't tell no man you cute and you smiling.
He said me.
Yeah, that was
Act
nuts
like
to
ain't
me.
nobody ever told him he was cute before. He took that.
But it's better when a woman tells a man he's cute. I don't want no man telling me that. I'm gonna have a problem with it.
Yeah, we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have a
short
problem.
circuit
We
and kill
definitely
that.
gonna have a problem. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
see,
that's-
listen, he didn't have that same type of energy towards Corey. This is what I'm saying. That stuff is weird to me. Like,
or the YT man.
Yeah.
Find that clip from the YT man when he was in the cafe. Find that clip.
Can I?
with
And you
that
know what?
YT
Can I? I
man.
did see it. I did see it.
Yeah, he let that man call him boy, and you know that's like saying the D comment to a black man.
I agree.
That's the same thing. It's the equivalent. You calling me a boy or you telling me to SD? No, that's the same thing. That's the equivalent. Yeah, he didn't let that white man. He didn't tell him nothing. All he chopped it up to. Oh well, he drunk. No, he wasn't drunk. He wasn't drunk. He was talking to you the way he wanted to talk to you, and you allowed it. And then they'll say, well, I don't know. I don't like Anton. I've never have. I could never. And I'm not saying like him because I don't know him as a person, but I just cannot. I cannot get his spirit. I don't like it. I knew it was something. I knew it was something. So everything is being confirmed. I just don't like him. I don't like him.
Yeah, it took me a minute to understand. I wasn't like, because I didn't watch him regularly like that, but I used to watch him when he was with Lapeef show. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
once I saw him in a different light,
That's a whole sim show anyway. That whole
Yeah, it
show, I
is.
can't even stomach that
Yeah, it
show.
is.
The men
They're,
be
they're,
over
they're,
there.
they're, they're, they're
Men,
not a ladies run wild.
yeah,
Nobody
them
check
men be
nobody.
over there letting them women run like hyenas over there. They sit up there and
Yep.
coddling them, and they ain't nothing but a that.
I ain't been over there in a
Mm.
while. It's been quite some time for it since I've been over there.
You
Don't
ain't gonna
need
like
to
what
go
you
over
better
there.
stay where you at, Stacy, because that place ain't the same no more, bro. You better stay where you at, respectfully.
Stacey,
I've been over there,
you
and I'm
don't
like,
have to.
No, it's been a couple of
Stacey,
years.
you
I think last time I
yeah.
saw was the late great Kevin Samuel was on there. So you know what I
That
mean?
was when Anton was still on there. That's when it was pretty decent. Now they got these couple of new ladies up in there. Some of them are feminist. Some of them got like septum piercings. And
Hold
anything
on,
they
is
say
this
about women you
Marquette?
don't like,
Hold
they
on, this
correct
Marquette
immediately.
take on it?
Yeah.
my quick.
Now, see, when you hear things like that, it's just kind of like you're going a little too hard on behalf of the white supremacists, not even on behalf of whites. I think everyday average white people probably wouldn't even say anything like this. This is a bit extreme. This is the kind of rhetoric you're going to hear from white supremacists. Black people are some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, now, see, when you hear things like that, it's just kind of like you're going a little too hard on behalf of the white supremacists, not even on behalf of whites. I think everyday average white people probably wouldn't even say anything like this. This is a bit extreme. This is the kind of rhetoric you're going to hear from white supremacists, and it doesn't have any evidence behind it.
Right.
Say that black people are some of the most racist people you've ever seen. No one who is familiar with history, even at a summary level, would make such a peculiar claim. For example, if you look just in America without even going to international examples, which we shall, you don't see the history bear out what he's saying. Anytime you had any organized group of black people, even if they were, black pride or black power or black supremacists under whatever banner, you never find any organized level of effective hatred against white folks.
I agree.
You don't find violence. You don't find, hate preaching at a significant level. It just doesn't exist. There is no evidence for it. Conversely, anytime you find a group that purports to be a white nationalist group, you always, invariably find violence. Skinheads, we call them the Ku Klux Klan, and we know that the racism is so embedded in the American white ruling class that to this day, the Ku Klux Klan, who has murdered a multitude, have never been identified as a terrorist organization. And I think that they would have to be the earliest example of a terrorist organization in the United States. And for that reason, at this point, I find it hard to take Anton seriously. It in fact saddens me because he's just lying right now. And I have to ask myself, well, why are you lying like that? That's so weird. Black people are some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay.
ZF.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Prince?
Hey, man. How's your day going, brother? Or your night?
Go to bed.
Ma'am. Ma'am. What prompted that? What prompted that response? I was about to say
11:30 at night? What you mean?
I be having to get him and cousin them over there. I tell them all to go to
bed. How you doing, sis?
Hey, hero.
I don't know why I can't find it. Can I?
Tell them all to go to bed.
Hey, Stacy, my night is actually great. I gotta choose between a great job and a great business opportunity.
Them tough ones right there.
Yeah. I told you I'm like Parker Lewis. I can't lose.
That's what I'm talking about. The people I associate with it tend to be like that with them. You understand?
Yeah. How about you? How's your day?
Got a lot of work done. So, got a lot of work done. Listen, man, I can't find it. I saw it yesterday. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I go to when I want to get all my debaucherous, the dark content. I go to TikTok.
That's facts. Hey, but Anton don't want no smoke with Kwame Brown. First of all, Anton like 5'6" and Kwame like 7 feet.
Something wrong with it. Like I think Anton is at his point, bro, where like he trying to get the biggest bag that he can or whatever. So in order to do that, see, you can't be partial sellout. You kind of really got to jump all the way into that thing. And I don't even like using the phrase sellout, you know what I mean? I just view it as compromised integrity, you know what I mean? When you surrender to the lower side of yourself, you know, because in good conscience, if you're a decent person, there will be, and especially this Christian that this guy is. I'm a Christian before I'm black, right? I know what the Spirit of God does to me. It convicts me when I curse up here. It convicts me when I went left. If you have the Spirit of God on the inside of you, when you see opportunities to perpetrate mischievous behavior, malice, your spirit will stir up a little bit, and there you'll hear a voice to say, is what I'm about to do right or wrong? Right? And if you can proceed on to do it after your spirit says this is not the move, then you've compromised your integrity. And that walk right there, that's, what do they call it, ZF? The snowball effect for real, because now you'll do bigger and bigger and bigger compromises until people are calling you a sellout. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, Kwame Brown is 7 feet tall. Anton like 5'6". That's Anton don't want it. You know what I'm saying, with Kwame Brown. But also Kwame Brown. You know how most people say Detroit. Kwame Brown says Detroit. Like he puts the long E after the D. He says Detroit. People that talk like that are country and dangerous. Damn it. Like Kwame Brown will hospitalize that man.
Anton knows that, man. And I don't know what Anton is on. I don't think Anton believed it. He's tough. I don't know what he's on. I don't know if he's trying to sue somebody or what.
But also,
that's what it is. He's looking for money. He's desperate.
Yeah, but all that keying and blushing like a little schoolgirl and all that.
Yeah, that was weird. What?
Me? I'm cute.
Oh no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But see, that's what he gets. Being put in that position is what he gets for sitting down and interviewing somebody known as the Booty Warrior.
Yeah.
Yep, and he said that proudly. So I like booty. What? And you sitting there? You just gonna sit there,
cute,
homeboy?
bro. You tell me I'm cute, man. We gonna have some real problems.
Oh, and the interview's over, sir. We gonna fight right about now.
Yeah, because I think he almost went a little bit worse than Anton did the Corey. Nah, Anton's was worse, but man, to tell me you think I'm cute, didn't tell me you like booty. Yeah.
Talk about we'd have been in jail again, we'd have worked it out. No, we wouldn't have.
He booked him. He booked him.
Right. And dude got a whole Boondocks episode.
You guys, I'm gonna drop the state.
All right, I appreciate you coming up, can I?
All right, sis. Have a good one. Go to bed.
Take care, sis.
Okay, you guys.
You take care.
Okay.
I can't find it.
Felice Johnson got a whole episode of the Boondocks named after him called The Booty Warrior.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Oh, man. Oh,
Booty Warrior. Hey, fellas, I'm about to go ahead and finish the rest of the show out my daggone self. I appreciate you coming on up, Hassan.
Thank you, sir.
Subscribe to ooh, he cut out fast.
Hey, Stacy, he was about to tell Anton, I like you. I want you.
I mean, kind of said it. Like, hey, told him I think you cute. What was that conversation like when the cameras went off? No, I don't think Anton is down low or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I don't recognize him to be the caliber of man that's like associated with the guys that I, grew up with and kicked it with.
Nah, like I'm not saying nothing about dudes' little preferences, about dudes' sexual preference or nothing. I'm just saying, I don't know anybody in my crew who wouldn't have punched Fleece Johnson dead in the
Yeah,
mouth.
man.
That's all I'm
Fleece went deep on Anton. What they say, Paul?
Pause.
What's you about to get into, man?
Man, I'm about to pour me another glass of scotch and catch the end of the show. Cause man, you gotta tell me when you coming on late.
I swear right now, bro. I swear right now, something said, Texas. Yeah, I really started to, but then when I said that, something was like, nah. He always seemed to know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I checked it like 6:30, and I checked.
Man was all the way on the other side of the thing, man. I started to put a notepad up, but I'm like, people ain't gonna see the notepad. You know what I mean? You know that LA traffic had me messed up.
Man, it is on a Saturday, it'll do that to you just random. Like, you know what I mean? It's wild. Like the 110 will just back up for no reason. Or the 710. Or
they said
he's
blushing.
For like no reason. He was keying and you know what I'm saying? Fleece, you so crazy.
Hey man, I'm about to get on up out of here. I appreciate you rocking out with me, ZF.
Always. I'll be in the comments.
You already know, bro. Hey, people, we're about to get up out of here. We are at the 3-hour mark. You already know what it is. I got to get some rest. Exhausted, for real. All this ripping and running we did today. I appreciate everybody rocking out with us today. Those of you who have not subscribed to the show, listen, this is the hottest show online, and our numbers are about to reflect it, right? I'm going to get a hold of Anton Daniels. He going to have a conversation with me. I don't like to just do this talking and stuff like that, and I'm not that type of guy. If I have something to say, I really prefer to say it to you. I want to know. I want to dig a little bit deeper than Corey did. Like, no, Negro, you're going to give me an answer to some of these things. Maybe we can understand you a little bit better, right? But listen, people, those of you who have not subscribed to the show, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All of our content. Some of you see us on Facebook right now. Some of you see us on TikTok. That is not our headquarters. If you want to see all of our long-form content that we have been doing since 4 years ago, it's on YouTube. Our long-form content. Those of you who are not members on our YouTube, if you want to see all of our hidden episodes, it's $2.99 a month to become a member. You'll have access to hundreds of shows that we've done over the last 4 years. 3 to 7 hour long shows, so you can get a better gist of hot content, right? With that said, I appreciate you guys rocking out with us. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we're out of here. Let's go.
Like that again, you hear me?
Say good night to a bad guy. Bang, 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 bang.
She belongs to the street. She belongs to the street.
Get over here. Listen, I want to show you guys something. Kenny Mack said, "You sound like an old hater. I thought you had sense the way you handle these hoes, but I see you head too." We're talking about a woman beater or a future woman beater. He wants to hear when we talk about the wrongs and rights that women are perpetrating. But if we talk about a man, he gets butt hurt, right? He gets this.
Bang, 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 daddy, bang, 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 bang,
Hey Kenny, if this channel is not for you, you know what to do. Shout out to my girl Keita. And listen, shout out to Race Squad for keeping this thing going, holding us down. Larry Love definitely in the building, always holding us down. Aldo setting it off with the $5 super chat.